So a couple weeks ago, I did a job for this coffee truck business that just started up. This is just all to give you guys some insight, see what you can take from this. I hope that you can take quite a lot from it, some nuggets here and there, and apply it to your own job. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. So some of the stuff I want to go over in this video is show you like little clips of the video so you kind of get the idea. I'm going to show you what planning went into this, how did I get the job, of course, and how the actual shoot went. I did it for free to expand my portfolio. I spent years and years studying this stuff, filmmaking, photography, but unfortunately, and I don't like saying it, but I don't have very much hands-on experience because I didn't have my own camera to really practice with or these different settings to mess around with. So that's why I take some jobs on for free. I don't have a good portfolio, at least a professional portfolio that I would like to portray out to other businesses and people out there of the work that I want to be doing. So I found out that there's this new coffee company in town, a mobile coffee truck. I reached out to a lot of companies. I was just wondering if you would like some free content. If you guys like it, then that's great. We can talk about something longer term. If you guys don't, that is totally okay. You can still keep it free of charge. Also let them know that this is to expand your portfolio and also to like help yourself out because you need this to get this practice and everything. A lot of times when you offer something for free, people don't want to take you up on that because they're all like, okay, what's behind this? Like, why are you offering it for free? You're getting something out of this. What is that? So with this video, I didn't do your typical cinematic social media content, whatever. What I wanted to do is I wanted to do like a reality TV show for them. If you've seen the show, Selling Sunset, Selling LC, Selling Tampa, Selling the City, yeah, that's what I'm trying to go for. So this opportunity showed up and I'm like, hey, perfect time to practice, because this was one of my first opportunities like this opportunity where a business said, yes, you can come by and film us. And I decided to go for that type of theme. So that's a kind of a mistake on my part. I should have used that the best way I could, put a nice general use video that I can show to multiple different companies of what I can do. I'm not gonna go showing around multiple different companies. Here's a reality TV show type video around a coffee truck. It doesn't really, I don't think it really matches up.
Ooh, that was not the way to do that.
So here is the Milano. As you guys may or may not know, I use Milano a lot. It allows me to freely exhibit my creativity. One thing I want to note is that hands-on experience, everything, that is where I feel you actually really learn. So one of the first things I wanted to do when I started planning this project was I wanted to make a whole list of shots that I would want to get. So, and that's what this list is right here. Drone establishing shots, drone moving like a dynamic zoom, overhead shot moving forward, shot the surrounding. This corner right here is just all the things I was thinking off the top of my dome, like what are some of the things that I want in this video? And I started from there. I put something like this. This was the message that I got from her, the coffee owner, TikTok and Instagram, eventually website. We'd love to get any feedback or commentary from our guests. Created 2 videos for them. And I got like photos from, I think it's like 16 or 21 photos I got for them. I provided them this 5-minute video, the reality TV show video, and I also gave them an Instagram reel type video or TikTok video. This was my first time using the gimbal. I tried getting some practice in the night before when I got the gimbal because it got delayed. So I tried getting some practice in with the night before, but I wasted like 3-4 hours trying to set up the gimbal. Turns out I was putting my camera on the wrong way, so that's why it was never balancing out. So I didn't get any practice in the night before. So I was literally practicing on that job. So here's a list of music that I had. These are all copyrighted music, some upbeat music, something that you would hear on one of these reality TV shows. Or $1 Million House, $1 Million Jill, I don't know, As a Zam by Ed Sheeran. That one was good. Ben's Bet, Love Me Not, but I don't like this one. Anyways, so the one that we went with is Last Night's Mascara. The reason we went with that is because that was the only one that was on what you called Lick D. Lickd is a platform. I'm not sponsored, by the way. Lickd is a platform, it's a website, and this is where you'll find a lot of the mainstream songs, and you can get a license to use their song. So Last Night's Mascara, it's on Spotify. That's how I kind of know that some of these songs are copyrighted, or I might have run into some trouble using them. So I found it. I paid like 25 bucks for one time purchase license, and I think they said I could only use it in one video. Coming over to this inspiration area, this is just a whole bunch of inspiration for things like photos is mainly what it was. I always think like, what if I post it and somebody sees it, they're like, hey, that's a photo that I did, you took that from me and everything. And my only thing to like kind of let you guys know, if you guys are having that same fear, to give you some comfort, is you're not gonna fully replicate their photo unless you try. If you just look at it like, that's a nice shot, I want to do something like that, you know, then you're fine. Now, when it came time to do the shoots, it went by actually pretty fast. I liked being there. The people were really nice. They treated me like family. They spoke Spanish, and so I tried to slip my little Espanol in there so they would like me more and I can get them as a retainer client. Yo hablo español un poco. So the interviews I actually got before any of the customers showed up. Before they even opened, I got them to do the interviews because I figured once they're actually working, I don't really want to pull them and risk them getting overflown with orders, people getting angry. But of course, it would have been better for me to get the interviews while they were working, pull them out. Hey, can I get this interview of you real quick? Just answer these 2 questions or whatever. It would have been better to do that because they're in the flow. They already know what things are. They have less expectations because they're already kind of fulfilled, so they have more to say. It roughly went along. It roughly put together a story, I think very roughly and very general. During the midst of all that, their espresso machine broke.
Both of the slots seem to be not functioning. We can't give the people coffee.
I was happy, but I wasn't. Now look, okay, so I was happy because it provided for content. It gave me a story of somewhat. I wasn't happy because of course their espresso machine broke. They couldn't make coffee, you know, and I couldn't imagine the stress they've been going through. First time opening and something broke. They can't sell half their menu, more than half of their menu. And plus it got fixed, so that was good. I also caught that on camera good too.
¿Ya quedó? Wow. He came to do something in 5 seconds that we're freaking out about.
So little quick tip for you guys who are looking back at your past job. I would recommend you critique yourself. If you guys want to go check out the full video, go check it out. I'll leave a link in my bio or description. Not stable, smooth footage has been something that has been plaguing me for the longest amount of time. I'm not saying not all of my footage is stable and smooth, but I'm just saying it's something that I really don't like. That's something that I really think takes amateur stuff to the next level. For those of you who are beginning on your journey, focus on that. Get that down. Make sure your footage are smooth. Make sure you have a tripod that's stable. I had a tripod that was not stable and it'll move every little, I touch it and it moved. Got rid of it. Actually, it's still down there, but I got a new one. I would say the most frustrating part about this whole project and putting it together is the editing. Because it was such a long shoot, I was always kind of recording. I was always listening. I actually picked up some old earbuds from Apple. So these were the first AirPods that came to mind. I seen somebody else using these a while ago, and when this project came up, I'm like, oh, I need something to monitor audio. I hooked up my 2 Rode wireless Go-To microphones onto the owner and her daughter. Put the receiver on my camera, connected it into my camera, and then I plugged these headphones in to listen to what they're saying. And so every time I was on video mode, I can hear everything that's happening on the microphones. So when I would hear something, oh, this could be good, I press record, go run over to them, see what they're doing, see if I can get anything. So now when it came to matching all that stuff up, because I was also recording for backup, I was recording on the microphones themselves, internal recording, that's cool. And I was also doing some clips on my camera. So there are some times where I didn't have video for the audio that was getting picked up. So what you'll do is you'll put some B-roll. Really what I did is I just laid out all of the audio that I captured, that the Rode wireless Go-To's captured. I laid it all out, created a transcript, put that transcript in ChatGPT. I told it, summarize this whole thing, what's been going on, give me all the bullet points, what's everything that goes on. I would get some videos and I'll put them together, start kind of trying to form up my story. And I would remember, oh, right, there was a part where this happened or something like this happened. I will go to ChatGPT. I'm like, hey, what is that part when this happened or that happened? And it will say, oh, yeah, what you're talking about is this portion. It will give me the portion of the transcript. Or I'll ask it, hey, did this ever happen? Or did something like this ever happen? And like, yeah, here are some parts where that happened. I switched to DaVinci Resolve now. Premiere was giving me way too problems. It was bugging out. It would find it, highlight it. I'll grab that whole portion, put it into the main edit, and put some B-roll over it if I don't have video for it. But if you're going out to do a shoot like that, I would say time code, just time code. Instead of getting the Rode Wireless Go 2s, I would recommend that you get the Rode Wireless Pro 2. The Rode Wireless Pros, they have time code on them. So with time code, it allows you to kind of sync up the audio. So if this portion was 13 minutes in, then you go here and 13 minutes in, line them up, all your footage is synced up. So next time I'll have to take that into account somehow, some way. So to be honest with you guys, I didn't really want to show this video at all. I didn't think it was good enough to be shown. My mindset is if I put this video out there for people to see, they're gonna look at it and be like, this isn't that good, but that's his skill. So now I'm gonna be correlated with this video and they're like, this is probably, he's not that good of a cinematographer or videographer in this case. And I thought that was gonna ruin my image. So I had a fear of putting out content. I still do have a fear of putting out content. I feel like people are gonna look at it and be like, this sucks, so he sucks. But I'm going to get some exposure therapy. Just do it anyways, because I find that it's more important to document your practice and your experience, how you've grown, better than just waiting for the right project to put out so other people could see. And quite honestly, probably with me, there probably wouldn't ever be a right project for me to put out. But yeah, that's just what practice is. That's what practice is there for, so you can get all the bad stuff out of the way and start getting to the good stuff. Start getting to how you really see things. Sometimes you have a great idea how you vision stuff. You have a great idea. I want to do this. I want to get shots like this. I want to do this, and everything. But when you perform, it's not quite what you thought. That doesn't mean you're bad. It's just mean that you need to get more practice so you can fully display what you envision. You can fully display your visions. For example, if I'm working with a gimbal, I'm thinking, oh, I want to get a shot like this. I'm gonna come down from the shoes and bring it all the way up and move to the right and do this and everything. Okay, well, I can envision that. But when I actually get the gimbal for the first time, handling a camera for the first time, I can't get the exposure right. I don't really know how this gimbal moves and I can't really get it. So I produce an image and I'm like, okay, that's fine enough. That doesn't mean that's your vision. That wasn't your vision in the first place. But once you get more practice under your belt, then you'll understand how the camera works, how to get that certain exposure that you want, how the gimbal actually works and moves. So then you'll be able to create that image that you want. Just don't think about what other people say. You gotta stop thinking about that stuff so you can do more stuff. That's real growth. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got a lot of information from it, a lot of good nuggets, and I hope that you would go from this inspired. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay. Should I wait for that to go? Okay, where were we at?